Alex Padilla of California. Senator, it's great seeing you this morning. Thank you for your time. First, what's your reaction to Sinema's news?
Well, a little surprised, but I think not shocked because we've seen how she has gone about her work as a senator last couple of years. And I think the prior segment nailed it. I don't expect much to change, to be honest. She's shown that she's has an independent streak in how she operates. I still believe in, as I've gotten to know her, a lot of her core values are still very progressive, whether it's LGBTQ rights, whether it's battling climate change, defending reproductive rights and so much more. It's really the internal of how the Senate operates that she has distinguished herself in, but I look forward to continuing to work with her on a lot of these important issues.
One of the issues that she's apparently been working on is last-minute immigration reform with Senator Tillis, calling for things like more protection for dreamers, beefing up border security, extending Title 42. What is the future, do you think, Senator, as far as some immigration reform? What does it look like?
Look, I think we put this in the category of an example of we do not give up. And again, Senator Sinema has shown her effectiveness in working across the aisle. So if she can help bring something home here before the end of the year, I'd be all for it. Although I do think the window is tight. We need 10 Republicans to come along, and that's what we haven't been able to find in a long, long time. As I've talked to Republican colleagues, as there's been rumors about a framework, I don't see a whole lot of appetite for including it in the omnibus. Time's running out to have a standalone bill run its way through the process. But if it means that we're teeing something up for action in the next year, that'd be great. If we strike lightning in a bottle and we can get something through before the end of the year, even better, because dreamers, farm workers, so many others that are in dire need of relief have waited far too long.
But, and I'm glad you're kind of giving us the lay of the land there. It does seem improbable that either as a standalone bill or as hooked onto another one, that anything on immigration reform, even something as so universally supported as DACA, would be part of this lame duck session.
And I've shared this with you, my frustration with so many of my Republican colleagues telling me behind closed doors all the right things. They support dreamers. They support dreamers. Well, then let's do something publicly. And for all the chatter there's been for a week now on a Sinema-Tillis framework or deal, nobody's seen language. They haven't revealed actual language or a draft bill to respond to. So I want to be hopeful. I want to be optimistic. I'll continue to weigh in. But the big question is, what will Republicans extract in exchange, or what is it that they want? So a lot still to be determined, but always keep hope alive.
And Senator, there's also new NBC News exclusive reporting that the Biden administration is asking Congress for more than $3 billion to deal with a possible increase of migrants at the southern border when those COVID restrictions end later this month. What future does this have on Capitol Hill, and is it the correct move in your eyes?
Yeah, well, look, the courts have already declared Title 42 needs to end. Let's remember, Title 42 was not immigration policy to begin with. It was COVID policy, and we've come a long way since the first days of the pandemic. The question is, what will life look like after Title 42 is lifted, whether it's on December 21st? I don't think that date is going to change, but whatever replaces it, and the need for comprehensive modern updates to our immigration laws, it needs to be fair, it needs to be secure, it needs to be humane.
And Senator, I want to ask you about your work dealing on wildfires, the Fire Act, and an amendment to the NDAA that provides more resources for fire suppression. Both passed this week. I know you were, a leader on this. What does this mean for states as fire season grows more destructive?
Right, and it's not just California; it's the entire West. It's suffered from hotter and hotter summers and a prolonged drought. So one is a standalone bill, our Fire Act. I'm glad you mentioned it because it's about updating FEMA protocols and regulations. FEMA, the agency that we look to when natural disasters are coming, right? They've gotten good at anticipating and responding to hurricanes and tornadoes and floods. but not so much when it comes to wildfires, which are an increasing reality in the Western United States. So applying the same principles of anticipating, pre-positioning assets, working better with communities to not just get through a disaster, but recover from a disaster is what the Fire Act is all about. It went through the both houses of Congress with tremendous bipartisan support, and I'm looking forward to the president's signature on that. And one of the last pieces of business in this lame duck session is the omnibus. One of the elements, the NDAA. And in the NDAA, we do have a provision that will lift an arbitrary cap of the number of surplus Department of Defense aircraft that can be transferred to other federal agencies or now to states like California that's willing to foot the bill to retrofit aircraft and use it for fighting wildfires. So a lot of good stuff as we prepare for the next year, the next wildfire season.
Senator Alex Padilla, it's always a pleasure to see you. I thank you very much for being with us this morning.